I've been accused several times of treating Yennefer unfairly in my videos, you know, fighting her, using questionable mods for her, having less details in her video than that of Triss, and so I'll try to be good to her in this one. Now there is something I wanted to show you which I had initially missed, but I later discovered with the help of some of you who recently commented about it, and it's a small conversation about Vengerberg in the Scarlet Cardinal Inn. The establishment is located over here, and as you may have guessed by the name, it actually has CD Projekt Red's logo above the door. On the inside you can find a drunk woman dancing and falling, as well as a bard who has some weird rhymes about Geralt having labor pains.
Kitty peepers a face grim with strain, the witcher Geralt has labor pains. High five!
Greetings.
But more importantly, there's the innkeeper. Here's what she says, and keep in mind it only happens if you are currently in a romantic relationship with Yennefer.
Welcome to my humble establishment. What land do you hail from?
Been on the road so long, don't know how to answer that. Let's just say I'm from the north.
Ah, is it true what they say? About the war, death, destruction all about?
Exaggerated. Not by much, though.
Oh, forgive my asking about thy family in Edirne, see? So I'm curious. But please, do tell me what I can do for you.
Mentioned you have a family in Edirne. Whereabout, if you don't mind my asking?
In Vengerberg? You've been there, perhaps?
Yeah, number of times. It's the hometown of my... of someone very dear to me. At any rate, pretty town, Vengerberg. Also didn't suffer too much during the invasion, from what I know.
Phew. That is a relief to hear. A weight off my shoulders, I tell you.
You play much, Gwent? Up for a quick match, maybe?
Aim to hop on a horse after making merry? Don't even consider it.
I'm pretty sure she has the same voice actress as the Witch of Link's Crag.
To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together.
But anyway, that conversation actually changes a bit in case you're not romancing Yennefer at the moment. Here's how it goes in that case.
Mentioned you have a family in Edirne. Whereabout, if you don't mind my asking?
In Vengerberg? You've been there, perhaps?
Yeah, number of times. It's the hometown of my... friend, let's say. At any rate, pretty town, Vengerberg.
And I suppose for those who haven't read the books, I can't bring up the friend reference. We actually hear it several times in the game, and it's always when things are not going well between Geralt and Yennefer. It happens in the beginning of Blood and Wine, but only if you don't have an ongoing romance with anybody. In that case, you get a letter from Yennefer where she opens up with, "Dear friend."
My dear friend.
And also in the very beginning of the game, if you recall.
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Now the origin of that goes way back into the Witcher books, where Geralt and Yennefer exchange letters during a breakup period. Which, by the way, their whole relationship is more like a long series of breakups. But anyway, so Geralt intends to write to her, and he spends a few days or something trying to figure out how to begin, how to address Yennefer, and finally decides to start with "Dear friend." Then later on he receives her reply, in which she calls him "dear friend" or something similar about 10 different times, and it's always in a rather sarcastic and even scornful way. So this is where the tradition, if I can call it this way, begins. I suppose I should make more videos about the books eventually, once I'm done with Blood and Wine perhaps, but for now, I think we're done. Let me know if you guys have seen that conversation in the Scarlet Cardinal Inn, and if so, which version did you get? Also, if you feel like it, share your thoughts on Geralt and Yennefer's relationship, and finally, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. Thank you very much for watching, special thanks to the people who joined the YouTube membership or became supporters on Patreon, and last but not least, to all those who commented about this little detail. Alright, Until the next video, stay tuned and be good.